Hey guys, and welcome back to the Outlook Industries podcast. This is your host, Trevor Johnson, and I'm here today at Crestview Studios in Rapid City, South Dakota. Today, I got the pleasure of talking to Benny Gonzales. Benny is a great multi-sport athlete, skateboard, scooter, BMX, snowboard. Benny does it all and better than you do. That's just how it is. Benny is also a great inspiration for the LGBTQ community and has a lot of inspiring things to say. I was very inspired by the things that Benny said today. So I'm really excited for you guys to be able to hear this. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
It's the Outlook Podcast. We're you at the Outlook Podcast. Just we're here. We're talking to cool people.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode of the Outlook Podcast. Today, I'm here with Benny Gonzales. He's an amazing multi-sport athlete and just a really cool kid. So welcome, Benny.
What's up? I'm stoked to be here. And I don't know.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. It's after some technical difficulties, we got it figured out. So here we are.
Yeah. All the technical difficulties.
Yeah. Well, you're originally from Cheyenne, right?
Yeah, I was born in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
And then I kind of met you at Fort Collins.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we met out of Dora.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure is that.
So when did you end up moving to Fort Collins?
I ended up moving to Fort Collins when I was, I think, like 18 or so. Like right when I could just like legally move and go and do my own thing. Like, I don't know, there's like a whole bunch of different stuff that happened in Wyoming that led to me really wanting to get out of there. And Fort Collins was like the closest place where I could still kind of be in touch with my parents and then still like doing my own thing.
Be doing your own thing for sure.
Yeah.
How old are you now? I'm
20.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I turned 21 in October.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of funny. Everybody either thinks I'm like 23 or 16. Yeah. Like it's always like one of the two. But yeah, I'm 20.
I guess I didn't realize that you moved to Fort Collins by yourself. I, for some reason, thought that you moved there with your parents. But
no, yeah.
So you were in Fort Collins for a year then?
Yeah, I think I moved to Fort Collins and lived there for like 9 months or so, which honestly is kind of even like a weird story of like how I ended up moving to Fort Collins.
Yeah.
Like I was like wanting to move there, but I really had like no plan whatsoever of where I was going to live or like anything like that. And so like, like the other skate park, like Northside.
Yeah.
So I would just like go there and skate all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember like I drove there in the summer. And actually for like a week before I moved to Fort Collins, I was just sleeping in my truck at Adora Skate Park.
Jeez.
I wanted to like ride that park so bad. So I packed up my truck and shit and like had my bed and everything, like in the backseat, like all like smushed up, like
dude, yeah.
Yeah. And like I have like a photo some like photographer took of me like doing like a backside stalefish air on a scooter, and I like wasn't wearing socks because I just didn't have any clean socks. Like
wow.
I was on like my full like skate park hood rat shit for
that's crazy.
Like a week. But
that's awesome.
But I was like at Northside and I met this dude Reed. Reed Good as his name.
Yeah.
His Instagram's Pop the Flip Trick.
Gotcha.
And, yeah, he's sick, dude. But we were just like skating around at the park or whatever, and it started like storming like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Was weird. It was just a crazy ass storm, and he didn't have a car, so I was like, oh, like I'll give you a ride home. And I was giving him a ride, and it started hailing, and it blew out like the lights on my truck, so I couldn't in the dark. And so like a block and a half, we had to drive in the dark to his house. And I parked my truck, and he was like, well, I'll say you can't like drive home. Then like it's dark, like you don't have the headlights, so you like left the light at his house, and we ended up like clicking really good. And he ended up letting me like move into his other room, and it was like him and his girlfriend over there. And so
Nice.
I lived with him for a year.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice dude then. Awesome. So what made you move to Salt Lake then? And why are you there?
So after I lived in Fort Collins, I got a job at Woodward and Copper.
Gotcha.
That's kind of like when I learned how to like snowboard, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I always like snowboarded and like I'd like go fuck around at like swimming range, but they didn't really have a park when I was like growing up.
Yep.
And so I would like always just snowboard in like my backyard. Like there was like a pretty big hill in my backyard, and I would like set up rails that I had for my bike and shit.
Yeah.
If I felt gnarly, go hit like a street spot. Like just
there's that rail kind of by Eldora, isn't it? That I saw some clips of you doing boards down that. That thing's pretty big. You've done some crazy stuff, actually.
Yeah, that rail was I think it's like a 26 rail or something.
Really?
Which, snowboarding, that's not even like a big rail. Like,
yeah, that's true.
That's like pretty mellow, and it's like a down rail. And snowboarding down rails are pretty mids, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're just like whatever. So yeah, that was like an Instagram clip.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Sure. So I moved to Copper. And kind of like learned how to like snowboard a little bit more. I was just like working in the barn at like the front desk or something.
Yeah.
I like lived there for a season, and then COVID kind of hit. So then I was like, well, fuck.
And then Copper's probably not having camps, are they?
Huh?
Copper probably stopped camps, didn't they?
I think they still had camps last summer.
Oh, really?
I somehow, some way think they did, but like right, it was like April or something, because I moved there in like, I think it was like November or something, and then and leaving in like March or April or something was when COVID hit. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was about a year ago.
Yeah. Oh. And then I ended up moving back home to Wyoming for a little bit, and I was like, fuck this. I was like, I can't take this quarantine. And then I was like, I was kind of ignorant to it, and I just like went and like stayed with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
And just like I just really could not. I did not want to be back in Wyoming.
Yep.
Then I really randomly, when I like during quarantine, I was like staying at my friend's house, and he was like kind of dating this girl.
Yeah.
And then so like we became friends, and then like a few months later, when I was like still in Wyoming, just trying to get out of there or whatever, she like posted on her story that she was looking for a roommate in Salt Lake.
Oh, gotcha.
Like a week before like the move-in date. And I was like, fuck it. I've always wanted to live in Salt Lake. Like Salt Lake's a spot to be. And I sent it. I just packed up all my shit.
That's awesome.
My parents, I'm like, yeah, I'm moving to Utah. And they're super supportive.
Yeah.
Well, my mom was. My dad was just kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom was pretty stoked on it. And like, honestly, it's the best move that I could have ever made.
Yeah. I was really surprised when all of a sudden you were just in Utah, and I was like, I always saw you as kind of like a Denver kid. So I thought that's where you were going to end up. But I was like, oh, Salt Lake. I'm like, that looks badass. Like all the skate parks you're at are just so sick. So
honestly, I miss the Colorado parks. I hella miss the Colorado parks. Like, I prefer like skating like transition. And, like scooters. Like that's just kind of my shit. And like,
oh yeah,
all the parks in Colorado have like big ass poles,
huge poles. Except for what's that? Starts with an L. Low key or something like that.
Huh?
Down in Utah.
Oh, Lehigh.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it's called. I always forget the name.
I shit in that bowl this summer.
That bowl is huge.
I was trying to do an invert in the deep, and like normally I like have that trick on lock. Like like that's just kind of like my trick. Fuck around throw, which I'll actually tell a story about how I even like learned that trick.
Yeah, I have a question on here about how that trick. So
okay.
About it.
Okay, for sure. But yeah, I like pretty much that thing is so verty, which usually like helps that trick. And actually, there's a clip of that I follow on my Insta. But I like get into the invert, and usually I'm so used to like kind of mellower transition where I like kind of have to like push away with my hand,
push out,
to get my hand back on the bar. But like that one, you just kind of like stall it a little longer, then fall back in. And like the first one that I like tried in there, I pushed off of the coping, and I ended up just like ditching my scooter and like falling head first into the flat bottom and like
oh my
God. During the summer when I'm like kind of like really trying to progress with big transition, I'll wear like hip pads.
Yeah.
And like that's like really like the only thing that like saved me there, because I landed like straight on my hip, my elbow slapped, and
oh God.
That sucked. But how I guess I like learned that trick was I was like trying to learn flares.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to learn flares, and I couldn't get the flare around. I kept just like kind of like the invert way, and I was like, oh shit, I think I saw like Cooper Clark. No, I did it before Cooper Clark did. I saw someone do like an invert.
Who does them? There's like,
it was Andrew. No, we did them at the same time too. We all kind of started doing them at the same time.
There's one person who's been doing them for a while though. Like,
yeah,
I don't remember who. I know you're like the second person I ever saw do one.
Damn.
Which is crazy. Because I know what I have on here is at Northside, that invert to Fakie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
like,
there
on like Undialed and stuff. That trick seems crazy.
Yeah, that one just kind of more so came around because I was like so consistent with doing normal inverts and like deeper bowls. I was just kind of like fucking around with it and thought it would be possible to do it to Fakie, and
it just worked.
I think that was like 4th or 5th try.
Wow.
Like it worked. I've like thought about trying the 5 out, like going back to regular.
Really?
Yeah, like just kind of like trying to cork it and like really have to yank
really
on.
Like almost like half a flare out, wouldn't it be? Or something weird?
It would pretty much be like an invert with a flare, and I don't know why I think that'd be easier than just doing a flare, but like
yeah,
in my mind having like that hand free to like push myself off makes way more sense for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that quarter pipe at Northside. Have you ever been to Northside?
I haven't. No, I've heard that I would get assaulted if I went there.
Not even gonna lie, dude. When I first moved to Fort Collins and was like at Northside, like I didn't tell any of the skaters that I scooted. Like I only skated there.
Yeah.
And then it's just they kind of like warmed up to me and like became like with them. I was like living with Reed, and then there were like half the skaters that did not give a fuck that I rode a scooter because I like skated there. And, then there was like the other half of like people are like, nah, fuck you, Benny, fucking scooter fat. Yeah. I ended up getting in a fight over that actually.
Really?
Yeah, some dude. I'm not gonna say his name because it's like whatever now. But yeah, he kept calling me like a scooter fag, and like it was kind of known that I was like queer, and like that was just like not some like that's just not some shit to say. And I was at like a skate park by myself one day, and he kept like throwing mud at my car, and I was like, dude,
what?
Like, yeah, I was like, dude, just fucking grow up. And this dude's like 26. Like, it's like, get a fucking life. But
bro, hating on scooters isn't cool anymore. Like, chill.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even care about the scooter shit, honestly. I was more, you called me a faggot.
Yeah, true.
And anyways, I like drove past and was like, I'll be right back. Like, I went and picked up my roommate, so that way I at least had someone to have my back.
Yeah.
And in that time, he called the whole skate park to... Sorry, my phone keeps going off. He like called like everybody from the park to say he was gonna like beat my ass. And
what?
Yeah, that was an interesting day.
So did hands get thrown that day?
Hands did get thrown.
Wow.
I didn't get hit though. I didn't get hit. I'm not a fighter. I don't.
Benny's a pro.
Huh?
Benny's a pro.
No. I hate fighting. Like, I feel like there's so many other ways to resolve conflict other than fighting. But like, sometimes you just gotta do it when it gets to that point of
when there's
things.
no other option.
Yeah, there really wasn't like any other option. That dude wouldn't leave me alone, and he like ran the Instagram for Northside or whatever.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So that
Fun.
I got taken care of. Like, other than that, I really don't like fighting.
So I've seen you backflip on a bike. Why don't you flip on a scooter?
Dude, okay. I don't know what it is. Like, there are just certain blocks for me that I like do. I don't know. I can't flip a scooter. I tried when like Evolve was open to like flip a scooter.
Yeah.
And died.
Did you over rowie?
Under rotated. I just kept landing on my head and like, or like
what?
the scooter like whip behind me. Like, yeah, no, flipping a scooter for me is just not really an option. Like my version of going upside down on a scooter is just the inverts.
The handplants. Interesting. Because I've always seen that. I've been like, you can like, it should be easier in theory to backflip a scooter than on a bike.
Dude, I can't even do a flyout trick. Like it's kind of a joke that I like talk shit on doing flyout tricks, but it's in all reality because I just don't understand how to pop out of the coping with the scooter. Like the wheels, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm like scared of the coping, like to bonk off of that. Like,
really?
Yeah,
interesting.
And like
it gives you a really cool style though. Like, your bowl riding is on par with like a lot of pros, in my opinion.
I don't know about that. I really don't know about that.
Your like sugar canes are perfect. And like big bowl stuff, nobody rides big bowls.
Shout out like Andrew V. Morgan, like Cooper Clark.
Cooper Clark is like the only other person I think of besides
Jake Sorensen. Jake
Sorensen's crazy.
He rips out bowls. I don't understand how good he is at bowls.
No, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And who else? Don't need wings to fly. What's his face? Envy Rider. I can't believe I can't remember it right now. But yeah, it's just like nobody in Colorado at least could really ride bowls, and I can't really ride bowls. So it just was really interesting and appealing to watch your riding from like being in Wyoming and riding that bowl. So.
Oh yeah. If there's one thing I miss from Wyoming, it's Cheyenne Skate Park.
Yeah, Cheyenne's is nice.
Shout out Brimmer Park.
Yep.
The only good thing in that city is that skate park.
In that armpit of the United States.
Yeah, for real. I don't know why the hell, like, Wyoming's already windy as fuck, and then they put it at the top of a hill.
Yeah, I know.
Like, they put the skate park. That just shows how much they don't give a fuck about that place. Like,
no. Oh no. It's just kind of like a turn off on the interstate, but it just got big.
Yeah, literally. That place is literally just abandoned. It's kind of why they like just started letting people graffiti all over it, which honestly makes it sicker. Yeah,
true. You're not only a scooter rider, you're a skateboarder, you're a BMX rider. So what did you get into first, and how did you transition to the other sports?
Let's see. I don't know. Everybody always asks me this question. I kind of have a hard time answering. It's like, being honest, I really like don't know what necessarily came first. Like, as far as what my dad tells me, and I've like always just kind of like dabbled here and there with like all of them. I think I started with skating when I was younger, because like my older brother skateboard, and like that was probably when I was like 4 or 5. And
gotcha.
Then, I would like go to the indoor park in Denver. It was like a Woodward Denver.
Oh, I remember that. That was a thing.
That thing was sick.
That place was cool.
I think that was my first time of like exposure, like seeing how cool like BMX bikes were.
How old were you at this time?
I was probably like 7 or 8. Like, I was just like a little grom.
Gotcha.
I was like skating like the vert ramp. I wasn't there doing like anything crazy really. I was just like
dropping in on a vert quarter, which is insane for a 7-year-old.
I think that's kind of like when I first started like noticing like bikes, and I was like, oh, that'd be sick. I remember asking my dad if I could bring my bike, and he said no. And then I was just like, hey,
No.
yeah, he just flat out said no. So then I was like, oh, I whatever. And then there was like one bike homie at the Cheyenne Park. His name was Cole, and like I think he's kind of like inspired me to ride BMX. And then from like age 9 or so to 16, BMX was like my only focus.
Yeah.
Strictly just ride BMX. Like I didn't really, I would like skate a mini ramp a little bit, but I didn't really like care.
Well, I was looking at your Instagram a little bit before we started this, and your like rail ride to tail whip stuff is crazy.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, how long did it take you to learn tail whips? Because I know lots of people struggle with that on BMX.
A long ass time. Like that took me a while. I'll get in that in a second.
Okay.
Of like tail whips and whatnot, because actually that kind of correlates back into scooters with some things too.
Gotcha.
But so I like rode BMX up until I was like 16, and I was like pretty focused on that and was just filming and like competing, and I was like pretty motivated and sure that I was like gonna do something with BMX.
Yeah.
And I tore my ACL. And
right.
Oh, whatever. And then the day I got back on my bike, I blew my knee out again, like even worse. So then I was out for a whole nother year. So it was like 2 years straight that I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So then I healed from those surgeries, and I kind of was like, contests and whatnot, that was kind of taking out the fun for me. And I really just wanted to like mess around and like have fun in the skate park.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like strong enough to ride my bike yet. So then I like got a scooter.
Oh, gotcha.
Low key, I think like my little like 17-year-old ass like traded, or I was 18, 17 or no, 17. I like traded like my vape for a scooter. Like I was like, I don't want the vape anymore, but like I'll take the scooter.
Yeah.
And then I would just like mess around on like a flat round from my house, and I was like, actually scooters are kind of sick. And so then I started messing around with scooters a little bit more after like my surgery. And then didn't really like start focusing on skating until I moved to Fort Collins. So but like that whole time it was just I'd really honestly say like the scootering and the skating has been like the more recent of like learning how to do shit.
Gotcha.
Couple years.
You started skating, you went to BMX and really loved BMX, and then because of your injuries you picked the other two back up again. Yeah,
exactly.
Gotcha.
But like there would be times at the skate park when I'd like mess around on kids like scooters or skateboards, but I like I never like took it seriously, like never cared to get clips. Like all I would post would be like bike clips, and I had like a couple of sponsors with BMX, so that's really like where I was like focusing on that. Yeah. We were talking about tail whips. Actually.
Tail whips, yeah, that's where we're going next.
The learning process with that, I'd honestly say I'm more of a bar spinner on a bike. Like I definitely prefer bar spins. And scooters, I hate bar spins and I love tail whips.
Yep.
And I actually tore my ACL doing a tail whip on a bike. So like I can still do tail whips, but I don't like doing them down like drops anymore, like downstairs. Yeah, I'm just, that freaks me out really. And like
just do them flat, no flex on that one.
Flat whips are like up €1 or something. I think that's like my incentive things. Like at Fairmont, there's like €1.
That Euro's sick. I went there to Fairmont for a little bit, but
did you get bodied?
I did not get bodied. No, luckily.
Everybody always gets bodied at Fairmont. There's some juju there for some reason. Like there's just slam demons like lurking.
Slam demons everywhere. Well, the transition's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's not long.
Okay, the first time I dropped into the bowl on the like far side, it's like really steep transition and then like almost like a bank.
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
Yeah.
I almost didn't make it out.
People people don't like realize like how janky that park is to like go there. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like the Cheyenne Park. Like it's just old and crusty.
Yep. Which is fun. It's a locals park. You get really good at it if you ride it a bunch.
No, for sure. And that peanut bowl I love that thing.
Yeah, it is fun. You're working at KTR, right?
I don't work there anymore, but yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just
kind of a short thing.
Huh?
Kind of a short thing. You didn't work there that long, or?
Yeah, I mean, like I liked working there, but it was really kind of hard in like the winter because I was like trying to focus on like filming for snowboarding.
Gotcha.
On getting clips, and yeah, it was just it didn't work out for now. Like me and my boss Jared, like we're still on good terms, and he still like lets me go and ride there for free. But
nice.
We did kind of have like a sit down talk of where we were both at and like what our expectations were.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it was more of like a mutual thing, and we like shook hands after it, and we're like,
nice.
This isn't like what works like right now for the both of us.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I was there from the start, like before KTR even opened. So like we had like quite a few months like where we like got to know each other and like the terms that we wanted, and he wasn't meeting his ends of what he said he would do for me, and kind of my I'm just gonna call in and go snowboard today then if I'm not gonna be making enough money anyways. And
gotcha.
Yeah, so I'd more so say like it right thing, wrong time, maybe.
Gotcha. Yep.
Just I mean, like I learned a lot from that experience while I worked there for
it's a cool facility.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you're there for 8 hours a day and you go home and you are drained. Like
I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, no kidding.
Like, really cool.
Yeah. Right. So where are you working now, or do you have a job?
I don't have a job right now.
Nice. So you're just a full-time snowboarder then? Yeah,
full-time whatever at like yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like top days between like snowboarding and skating, and every once in a while do them in the same day.
Yeah. Where do you usually snowboard? Just Park City?
I usually just snowboard like Woodward, Park City.
Oh, gotcha.
Brighton's pretty fire. Yeah, I like the conditions at Woodward. Woodward's sick.
Yeah, Woodward is sick. I didn't get to ride. I didn't bring my skis when I came. I wish I would have, but
oh yeah, Woodward's you'll have to come back.
Yeah, no kidding. You've been progressing a ton on snowboard. Like, how has that been? And has that been kind of a more recent thing?
Yeah. So like when I moved to Copper last year, it was kind of when I learned how to like spin on and like out of rails.
Yeah.
And before that I never even like thought about doing that. Like I just like was the 50/50s and board slides. And because that's just like what the progression level was in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And once I moved to Copper and just kind of like learned how to do that, and then the whole snowboard scene is in Salt Lake. Like, like literally every like snowboarder and companies and like team managers, filmers, like everybody just lives here. And so that definitely kind of like the scene helped me like progress pretty quick. Like if you're riding with people that are so much better than you, like they're gonna like
you're gonna progress. Yeah.
And I think like the thing that like really helped me a lot progress this year was like I filmed for like one of the Brighton videos.
Oh, gotcha.
2 weeks straight I was at Brighton every single day, just like trying to do like the most unique tricks that I could like think of.
Yeah.
Because like I haven't really been snowboarding that long, so I don't really have like
the crazy
the crazy like things or whatever.
Yeah.
And
just like the crazy skill, but definitely the creativity side of it is important nonetheless. Like
for sure.
when you're not super, I don't know, like you haven't been doing it your whole life, it also makes you more creative. And especially with like your skate park style and stuff like that, I'm sure you have a very unique style on a snowboard as well. I mean, I've seen it, so.
For sure. Thank you. But yeah, I think there's a I think I have like that video on my Instagram too, which is like
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
the fight and edit that we all filmed, and that was with
Yeah.
just good dude, and definitely gave me like an opportunity and like just experience of like filming snowboarding and like what that's like, and I kind of fell in love with that.
Yeah.
I got the opportunity to like start filming for, it's like a queer snowboarding movie that'll be like dropping in the fall for like Pink
That's
Dollar.
sick.
And so I have like 5 or 6 clips or something that'll be in that.
Hell yeah.
I got a bunch more, but the hard thing with like snowboarding in Salt Lake is like every spot here has been hit and every trick has been done unless it's a fucked up trick.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So I just have like a bunch of clips that I'll probably just end up posting to Instagram because I can't really use them.
Because they've already been done and they're not unique enough.
I could, but like I don't know. I'd rather have something of my own, you know, like
Yeah, for sure.
like I don't know. I'd rather just do.
You're not satisfied. Don't be satisfied.
Yeah, don't be satisfied. Don't settle. Like that's how you progress. That's how you get better. Is like set your bar high, and like if that's where you want to achieve it, like that's how you get to that level of things. Like,
shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you end up among the stars, right?
Yeah, exactly. I like that exactly. But yeah, snowboarding is I love snowboarding. That's also something I feel like I could do a lot longer than throw myself on concrete all the time.
Yeah, no kidding. It's not really as soft as people think, but it's softer.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm just thinking like I could be like 40 and like riding like pow laps or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just kind of like a really big turning point for me too, especially like being invited to like film for that video. Like,
yeah,
like I came out and I was like being queer, like not binary and like bisexual.
Yeah.
In September or something. And that kind of like gave me a motive like, hey, like I'm accepted in this community, and something cool to like be a part of with that, and maybe inspire other people in the future that have struggled with the same shit that I have.
Yeah, for sure. It's that's another really inspiring thing. Yeah. I also want to ask you about sponsors that you've had, because I know you've had like Zing Tea, and it sounds like you've had some
like
other BMX sponsors before that. How's that kind of gone?
So I don't know. I kind of have like a weird thing with sponsors. Like I'll get them, and then I don't want to say I necessarily forget about it, but but kind of, because it's like if I have like a company that hooks me up for BMX and then I like spend the whole winter snowboarding, I don't post like a single bike clip. I don't know, that's kind of what's made it hard in the past. Like I had like just different bike sponsors.
They'd be like, hey, why aren't you posting this? And you're like, dude, I'm doing what I want to do. Like,
yeah. And well, now there's like a bunch of different things that are kind of in the works that
gotcha.
I'm not necessarily gonna drop the names on because it's not like a for sure thing.
But you're in the talks. Yeah,
I'm in the talks with some things of like some people that are supportive with me doing multiple different sports. That's what they want. Like they're starting to realize like that's just me, and that's who I am, and I probably won't ever just like pick a sport. Like that's perfect. I don't really care about going pro or like making it really. Like I'm really just having fun and feel like thankful enough that it kind of has gone this direction. Like I'm thankful for like how far I've gotten and the support that I've had.
Yeah.
Shout out Reclamation Bikes, because when I was like 16 or so, they used to sponsor me with things, and that was just like a Denver company.
Nice.
He just made, the owner's name was Fred Gates.
Yeah.
He just made frames, and so he would like give me however many frames I'd need, and then he'd just pay for the rest of my bike. Like,
wow.
Like there was one time I showed up to a ball, and he was just waiting there for me with like a brand new frame and like $600 cash, or someone was like, "What? You little 16-year-old, go buy all your bike parts. Like it's whatever." And,
that's awesome.
Yeah, he was
what a cool dude.
Super supportive and like believed in my ass. And but yeah, I think like sponsor wise, I've kind of like stopped really like caring about it. And like, I mean, I've gotten different offers with things, and different like hookups or whatever. But ultimately, it's like sponsors are kind of like a relationship.
Yeah.
Like it has to be from like both ends where you like support each other and like what each other's doing.
Kind of like a mutual thing. Otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've heard from other people too.
Yeah. Right now it's just really like Cole headwear. So like hats and like face masks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're super rad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And then Dang Shades. Shout out Dang Shades and Pseudo Corp snowboards. And
dang, just keep listing them, Benny.
there's little ones really. You brought up someone with Zing T, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I think that was like me joking, or like I was probably, I think I was with Reed and we were just like mega stoned and we're just trying to think of something really.
Yeah.
Like we were like talking about like an energy drink sponsor, like, and then we're like found Zing Tea. We're like, oh, let's message Zing. Like just down. So then I DM Zing. I was like, hey, I want to send me a box of tea. And then they sent me a box of tea. And it was more of like, shout out Zing. Like that's sick. Like, thanks for hooking it up with all the tea. But yeah, that wasn't like something that I really was like taking.
No, I didn't think so.
I thought it was just funny. Like I'd make like Instagram videos like slamming the can and just like, rushing the shit out of it. Like I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty fun. And like that tea gangster. That tea is so gangster and it worked. Like everybody at Adora had Zing tea.
Really?
Everybody on one side was drinking Zing. Like I got the whole gang on drinking Zing.
Yeah, I was like, not even gonna lie, I saw all your videos with like you crushing the Zing cans and just like all your edits with Zing tea. And I like would go in the gas station and look at them and be like, I've never had one.
Did you ever have one?
I never ended up buying one. No, I still haven't had one.
You're missing out, bro. Zings are fire. Anytime I see a Zing, it's like when you like see an old like partner walking down the street and you just say, hey.
Yeah.
Like, hey, grab the can and take a sip. Like
you just gotta grab some Zing, dude.
Yeah, well, just gotta grab the Zing.
Dude. All right. So next question. I've noticed that you have very unique fashion and I really like that. So I was wondering who inspires you in kind of your fashion and where you get your inspiration from and what your favorite brands are, kind of thing.
Honestly, inspiration for like I do have like a lot of people I look up to for fashion, but as far as like my own fashion, it's really not like inspired by anybody. I just really like the look of like black on super bright colors.
Yep.
Like that's just, I'd say is kind of more my style of things.
Yeah.
Shout out Dickies from Walmart because that supplies 90% of the pants that I wear.
All Dickies.
Dickies, dude. I have like a couple pair of like welcome pants and like I started like branching out and like wearing like blue jeans or whatever.
Yeah.
And, white. But yeah, I'd say fashion inspirations is like Evan Mock, fashion icon right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I do kind of inspire, or not, I don't inspire shit. But I get inspired by like a lot of like female skaters as well too.
Yeah.
I try and mix like masculine things for fashion trends and feminine things with like fashion trends.
Yeah.
I wear a lot of crop tops. Love crop tops. I
love the crop tops.
Yeah, the crop
fantastic.
The crop top folks.
Bring the crop tops back, man.
Bring the crop tops back.
They're fantastic. So yeah, where do you usually end up shopping?
Being honest, like most of the shirts that I have are just like different shops that like hook me up with like, oh, here's this shirt or whatever. I don't really spend that much money on clothes. Like I buy Dickies from Walmart because I rip through my pants hella. Yeah,
true.
If I think like a hoodie or a t-shirt's sick from somewhere, like if I'm just like shopping around, but it's not really like I like shop from like one consistent place, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of thrift shopping lately?
Oh yeah. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like a lot of the random shit that I'll wear is just like thrifted. Like it's
That's the move though. Like it's so underrated. Like people are starting to figure it out, but thrifting's the move.
For sure. Yeah, you can have some good finds like thrifting.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Where do I see myself in 10 years?
This is kind of a hard question and just bring it up on the spot, but you can think about it a little bit. But I think it's an interesting question.
I'm nowhere near I thought I'd be even like a year ago. Like a year ago, if I would have been asked, where do you see yourself a year from now? Like, this is where I'm at. This is where I am.
Where did you think you were going to be?
Dead. Not like, look, I was on a pretty dark path with things.
Gotcha.
I'm kind of glad I learned that at a younger age. That's not what I wanted in life. And something brighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely, it was a challenge.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people struggle, so I'm sorry about that.
No, it's like I wouldn't necessarily like be sorry about it. Like it's just you learn from it and you grow, and it teaches you a lesson, and you just move on from it. Yeah. I'm more thankful about it than I am like sorry for myself, because like I learned a bunch from it, and I learned like that's somewhere I like never want to see myself be in life, and like like I'm glad to be alive now, and like thankful for like being here. Yeah.
So now with this path that you've gone down in 10 years, I'm gonna go back to that question. Where do you see yourself?
I don't know. I could see myself like living in California or something, just doing the same thing, skating, snowboarding. Kind of want to get into filming a little bit more. I like bought a camera.
Oh, gotcha.
Being like a job for me is like filming for a company or something.
Yeah.
Maybe doing some stuff with fashion, modeling, maybe.
That'd be sweet.
There's a few different ways I could see life going.
Yeah, well, I actually, after I get out of school, I'm looking at possibly moving to LA. So if you're looking to move to LA, like, let me know.
For sure.
We can figure it out.
LA would be sick.
It'd be crazy. Everybody's like, why do you want to go to LA? I'm like, I kind of just want to know that I hate it. Like, I want to network there for a while and then figure it out from there. But are you looking at, because you say you got a camera, are you getting into editing and a little bit more of that creative stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Are we going to see more content out of Benny?
Yeah, so right now I'm trying to finish like a snowboard part. Like,
okay.
Not even like Instagram shit. Like I'm trying to focus on
YouTube.
Yeah, just like getting like a part out there. I kind of made a really dumb claim on Instagram like a few months ago, and I was like, I'm gonna get 4 parts done by 2022, like film a skate part, a scooter part, a bike part, a snowboard part. But
do it.
I really think I'm just gonna do snowboard and BMX, like film parts for those, and maybe film a skate part. And I don't know about filming a scooter part yet.
We could do a scooter part in a week. Easy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, I'd love to see actual like YouTube stuff and all that. Do you have a YouTube channel right now?
I do, but there's nothing on it.
There's nothing on it right now?
There is, but
are you gonna start a new one for what you're filming for these video parts? Or are you gonna put them on there?
Yeah. I'll probably just like make a new one, or I'll just like send out the video parts to different. It's more so like just having like a full film to edit.
Yeah, I think going through the process of filming like a whole video part is actually like almost meditative. So
it's a lot. Have you ever filmed a video part?
I have done pseudo video parts. I've done a lot of videos, but nothing super serious.
What were you saying?
I have like kind of filmed a video part, but like not fully. I did like half a video part, and then I had Ty Smith do the other half. So we split it.
Yeah.
But I want to get like a full one done, hopefully this year.
A lot of work.
Oh, it's
especially
a ton of work.
yeah, like the video. Well, it's like 100% in the streets. Like I went and filmed. The only thing that I would film in the skate park is if I filmed like a skateboard part.
Yeah.
And that's because I'm mostly like ride transition. But like filming street shit, that is, especially snowboarding, that is so much work. Like,
Snowboard. Yeah.
And it's like, even if you get a trick on something, it's like if you're happy with it, or if it's like you think you could have done a better trick, like there's so many different things that go into it. And I don't know. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Work.
Do you have a bungee and stuff like that for snowboard then?
Damn, I left my bungee in Wyoming, actually.
Really?
Wyoming. But yeah, no, I have like friends here that have like dropping ramps and bungees and different stuff. Salt Lake's sick because it's like it's super hilly everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of spots that just have natural speed.
That's true.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that Salt Lake is beautiful. I haven't spent much time there, but this last time when I was there, we ended up getting stuck there. Me and Cody did, and we had to spend a couple more days there, but it's just really cool. I like how close the mountains are compared to like Denver.
Oh yeah, and you're just surrounded by them, like
on all sides.
Never get old. Like it's just always beautiful. Like it's always like so beautiful here.
Sweet.
Sorry, I'm putting a bracelet on.
No, you're good. I have one more question for you, and that is, what is your favorite trick on each of the different things you ride, and why?
Favorite trick. Oh, there's so many different cool tricks.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm gonna make you pick one or two. I guess two is okay if you can't decide. But
all right, on a skate,
what do you just find yourself gravitating towards?
Yeah. I was just gonna go with like first instinct with things. Skateboard is probably like front 50s on like a quarter pipe.
Yeah.
Or lip to Smiths. That trick's fun.
Oh, that trick's so cool.
Flip into like Smith.
Yep.
Super fun. Front 50s are probably like the easier favorite trick.
Yeah.
You like slap your truck down real quick, like just give that coping like a little kiss. Like,
yeah.
Good. Yeah, and then lip Smiths are super, super fun.
That trick seems hard. Lip Smith?
Yeah. It's not too bad. It just kind of works. It's like one of those tricks that just like works.
Oh, gotcha. I'm just really bad on a skateboard and can hardly ride transition. So like
it takes, I don't know. Transition is so much easier for me than skating street. Like thought of skating street just like freaks me out.
Yeah.
And that's like also kind of the weird thing. Like skateboarding is like transition all the way and BMX is like street all the way.
Yeah.
And scooters is like in the middle. Like because I mean it is pretty much like a bike and a scooter combined.
You're pretty good at handrails on a scooter, aren't you?
I could get them in a couple different ways, I guess.
Yeah. Because I've seen a few handrail clips and I was like, wow, there's no way I'd even think of jumping on that.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not. You got that shit. Like you for sure. I look at the tricks that you do and I'm like, damn, that is crazy. Like it's like a helicopter flying above your head. Around like hell no. The thought of like hitting my face with the scooter, fuck that.
Yeah.
Favorite tricks, right?
Yeah, favorite tricks.
Damn.
We got skateboard done.
Skateboard done and then off on a tangent.
Yep.
On a bike, favorite rail trick would probably have to be tooth to crank arm. So that's kind of like the equivalent of like a lip to Smith on a skateboard, I guess.
Oh, gotcha.
That way. Or like 180 like crooks, like 180 fakie crooks. Those are sick.
Yep.
I really like the bar spin. Really love the bar spin. Like I do way too many of them, but I love that trick. And yeah.
No, it seems like a fun trick. I haven't done a bar spin on a bike, but it seems pretty sick. Seems like it'd feel good.
Just a little flick of the wrist.
Just a little flick.
And then favorite scooter trick, inverts. Love the inverts.
Yeah.
Wait, you call them like handplants, right?
No, because a hand plant would not be inverted.
Yeah.
Or like, it would be an inverted hand plant, technically.
Yeah. I just call them inverts because that's like what they are on like a skateboard.
Yeah.
But then like I've noticed like the whole like scooter community gets all like confused when I say like do an invert, and they're thinking like the like tabletop one.
Yeah. Yep.
Like there's, I don't know.
Well, it depends who says it.
That's an invert too, but
yeah. When I see your clips and you're like another invert or something like that, I know I'm not looking at a table like or like air invert. It's way more badass than that. But
no, I honestly think like
that trick's scary.
Yeah,
inverted hand plants are scary.
They are, but like also like inverted tables are sick as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you see someone do like a nice ass table on a bike or a scooter that is like boosted like 10 feet out. You're like, holy fuck, that was sick. Like,
Sam does them pretty good, but he has to take his shirt off every time he does them because he's gonna get caught.
yeah. I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
Kind of miss that kid. Sam,
he's so far away. I'm gonna go live with him this next year. So
sick.
We'll be down in Durango, which is not that far from you. So hopefully we'll all be able to get together and ride sometime.
I'd be down for sure.
We're on second trick for scooter, I guess.
Second trick for scooter. Lip slides. Gotta love the lip slides.
Oh, lip slides are amazing. Yep.
Yeah, there's just nothing that feels better than like blowing a bowl and just
like a pocket good pool coping lip slide.
Pocket. I like doing lip drop-ins. Like before you're like
like jump into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like really freaky to learn how to do them, but then like now I just try not to think about how deep the bowl is, and I just think about like I'm doing the grind.
Yeah.
I think about how deep the bowl is, and I get scared.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Try not to think about that one.
Going back to that inverted hand plant, the one at Arvada.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there a story behind that?
Yeah, kind of. Actually, yeah. I did it a few times actually.
Oh, okay.
That was just kind of like a regular thing I would like do when I'd go to Arvada, but
that's a deep end of that bowl. So I just think it's like kind of scary.
13.
Yeah,
like 13. Honestly, that was like the easiest invert I've done. Like it's scarier, but it's easier.
Oh, because you have way more time, I assume.
Yeah, you're just kind of like chilling. It's not like hard to do it there, I guess.
Oh, gotcha.
The first time that I did it there, I was just I think I was driving from like Copper back to Fort Collins or something.
Yeah.
And I like, stopped in Arvada, and I just like had a goal in my mind to do an invert on it.
Yeah.
And I think I like went there by myself and made like some scooter kid like film it. I was wearing like a triple XL giant pink t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like looked ridiculous and got it done.
Just got her done. There you go.
And then the one that I was like on my Instagram and like the BLM edit.
Yeah.
That lady actually, and my friend Lady. Yeah. In Denver, she's like a phenomenal skateboarder.
Yeah.
But yeah. She inverted it on a skateboard. And so
wild.
I just was like fucking around. I was like, oh, I like got you back. I'll do it on a scooter. Yeah. I know, like way more credit to her for doing that on a skateboard.
That's nuts. Yeah, absolutely insane.
And then I bombed Ward Hill that day too.
Yeah. Oh, that was the same day?
Yeah.
That hill's crazy. It's like ridiculous. I don't know why it's even there.
Yeah, no, that thing is fucked.
But it's perfect. It's perfect for hill bombing.
Yeah, until you get to the bottom and you zero out.
Oh, yeah, true.
Mega speedball, because it's just so steep and straight.
And then it's like almost like fast out.
Yeah, no, it's just like fast and like cuts out.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah.
Snowboard.
Let's see. I don't really have that too many snowboard tricks.
I guess with like a combo on a rail would count.
I really like front boards. partially because I like was so scared of that trick for such a long time.
Yeah.
Like, do those on a snowboard, and like then I just forced myself to do them a bunch.
Yep.
And got like comfy with them. And I like cab 2 front boards same ways, all the front boards.
All the front boards now that you're comfortable with them.
Yeah. I like doing slappies on front or on snowboards.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole group of like tricks kind of, but like as we were talking earlier, like getting creative. Like today at Brighton, I didn't use the lip of a rail like all day. Like I just go from the side and do like slap.
And you slap up to it.
Yeah. Just kind of more like skate style shit.
That's cool. Yeah. Take that inspiration the other way, because I feel like a lot of skate inspiration came from surfing.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Snowboarding came kind of from surfing too. So you bring like that skate park kind of like street style to snowboarding is cool.
Yeah. Well, snowboarding kind of like also like with the pioneers started from skating.
Yeah.
Like there were some like pioneers that were like, well,
that time it was kind of more like pool skating, wasn't it though? Like vert stuff.
Yeah. But then there was like John Cardiel.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell, Cardiel.
Yep.
Yeah. And like he was like a pro skateboarder and a pro snowboarder. And there were like the pioneers that would build like quarter pipes for snowboarding and like do skate tricks on them. And then there were like the other group that would wear their tight-ass skinny jeans and go hit a street rail. And like it's like sick as fuck. Like I don't know, the snowboard history, like hella skate background, and
yeah, that's true.
I just try to keep that in my mind. Just doing stuff. Since
I had Sam on here for the first podcast, and you're on here for the second podcast, I think it's just natural. I know there was some beef after the Denver Street Jam with your one-handed bar spin thing.
With what?
Your one-handed bar spin with like the 181 handed bar spin. You grab the bar in the middle. You remember that?
Well, there was some beef.
Wasn't there? I thought Sam made a meme giving you crap about it.
I thought what? Wait, you thought what?
I thought Sam made a meme or something about you doing that trick and giving you crap about it.
I don't even remember, dude. I done it head too much. I do remember there was like some beef with like me and Sam, but then we like squashed it and we were like, whatever. Like we talked it out at the skate park, but no, honestly, I tried to make myself as ridiculous as I could at that scooter jam. But I did not take that seriously at all. Like I knew there would be like mad people like doing some serious shit, and I was like, I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna fuck around and do shit one-handed, no-handed, and wear the craziest fucking outfit. I think I was wearing like fluorescent bright green and pink. Like,
yep, I remember that. Yeah, that was that was the only street jam I've ever been to, was that street jam, and we all three of us were there, and we didn't know each other at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's so funny.
Never know where you're gonna end up a year later. Like, never know.
No.
Yeah, I think I did like a one-handed firecracker down the set of stairs too.
Really?
Like, yeah, like I rode down the Civic 10 stair like one-handed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you know like Pooh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like, I think like he was yelling on the the megaphone, he'd give me a beer if I did it. And so
the one-handed firecracker. So you bagged the beer.
Yeah, bagged the beer. I didn't sleep the night before that jam either.
Really?
Yeah. I like stayed up all night in Fort Collins with some homies. And
partying or hanging out or whatever.
I think we were just like editing shit. Like just chilling, kicking it.
Yeah. I'm sure I have some footage of you from that street jam actually, because I filmed the whole edit about it. So
terrible. I just like messed around like the whole time.
I think
looking back on it, I wish I kind of like cared to actually do some stuff. I didn't know the last street jam.
You were like still in your ACL brace, weren't you?
Yeah, I still am. Like anytime I ride, I still wear my brace.
Oh, gotcha. Just because it's weaker now or something?
Yeah. It's just
sucks.
Kind of blown.
ACL injuries are no fun.
Yeah, actually I'm getting some knee pads to like made for me right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they have my brace right now, and they're like making an imprint inside the knee pad, so I can like wear knee pads skating.
That's
So
cool.
start skating some bigger stuff and do it safely.
Yeah, right. Be able to slide.
Yeah.
Nice. What other injuries have you had? Speaking of injuries.
Oh fuck. 2 ACLs, MCL, meniscal root, and that wrist reconstructive surgery on this one.
Wow.
Broke this one like 7 times or something stupid. This one twice. This collarbone a couple times. This one once. Both of my like AC joints are pretty fucked, and both of my shoulders dislocate. Well over 20 concussions.
Wow.
I see like a few doctors for that.
Yeah.
Like constant thing. 1 TBI, and got like a vestibular disorder from that. So I had to do like a bunch of physical therapy because like my eyes would just shake, and I like couldn't like see straight. Lost my sense of smell from that as well, and like that's kind of like a known thing. Like you hit your, you lose your shit in your head. And
wow.
Like all the senses, I'm glad it'd be like smell.
Yeah, true.
So many worse things that it could be, and like, I mean, it sucks, and it's kind of weird though. Like it's like something I like can't really like explain, like, and it like heightened like all my other senses, like everything.
Oh yeah.
And like hearing, like I'm just like super kind of like on edge of things. But I'll get like phantom smells. So if I like think about a movie theater, I can like smell popcorn.
Weird.
Yeah. Like I've talked to like my doctors about it, and they're like, yeah, like this should come back in like a few years. So I'm kind of here like 3 years later. Kind of.
So like all of a sudden one day you'll just wake up and you'll be like, well.
Yeah. I know. And see, it happens sometimes because I'll like think about it, and then I'm like, oh, I could like smell that. But then it's like, no, I don't know. Like it's like phantom smell. It's weird.
Like memory. It's like memory smell.
Yeah. No, it's like a memory smell. But like if you hand me something new to smell, it's like I can't smell it. But if you hand me something where I like know what it smells like, it's like I don't. It's weird. Like I really don't know how to like explain it any other way than that. But
so does that like affect your taste then too? Probably.
Yeah.
So you like can't taste things really?
I eat a lot of spicy food. Love spicy food.
Yep.
And like it's either like boring texture, like a Cliff Bar. I like live off of like Cliff Bars and like chips and salsa and like fettuccine Alfredo and just
Nice. Well, I think we're approaching about that hour time. Thank you for coming on, Benny.
We're gonna end this on fettuccine Alfredo.
Do you have a better way to end this? Well, actually, I was gonna end this with where can we follow you?
Where can we follow me? Instagram and TikTok at Damn Benny.
Damn Benny.
Yeah. Actually, kind of story with how I even got like that Instagram.
Yeah, let's go.
My friends would be talking to me, and all my response would be damn.
Damn,
that's crazy. And so then I would just be like, damn Benny, like. And then it just kind of turned into what it is now.
Yeah, that's a really cool username actually. So it's surprising that it's you were actually able to get it, I think.
Dude, same. And I had like a second account, and it was like damn it Benny. I blocked it. I don't know what the password is to it anymore. But yeah, I had damn it Benny and damn Benny.
Wow. That's because there were just like no numbers or anything, which is like really weird to me. It's weird how those things don't get taken.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised I got that username too, but it works. It's a sick username. Hyped on.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you, Benny, for being on here. Catch me in episode 3. We'll have some more cool stuff for you guys, and see you in the next one.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.